and welcome to this week's quick cards. Today we're going to do a little technique that I found that's really easy to do. We are actually going to be using one piece of DSP paper, but we're going to be using both sides of it. And it's very, very easy to flip it literally, and then add some embellishments and you're ready to go. The image is from Cake Soiree in the Occasions catalog. And by the way, this is the last week of celebration. So for every $50 you order, you get to pick an item out of the celebration catalog, and this is free. So this is the last week to do this. So here's Cake Soiree. Very, very beautiful happy birthday set. And this is the image we're going to be using right here. Best wishes. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be actually using Very Vanilla, an 8.5 by 11 sheet cut in half at 5.5. So you have 4.25 by 5.5 card base. And then this is from A Whole Lot of Lovely. There is beautiful old olive and white leaves. And then on the other side is a very pretty pink leaf. Oh, that's my mark. I'll show you that in a minute. And we're actually going to be folding this to the point that you can see both sides of it on the card. And then we're going to embellish it with rhinestones, just some basic rhinestones, and the 3/8 inch shimmer ribbon. This is in powder pink, and this is in the annual catalog. This is so soft. I love the feel of this. So we're going to be tying all that together. I'm going to set those off to the side. And I went ahead and mounted my stamp set on clear block B. Probably could use clear block C, a little smaller, but that's the first thing I grabbed actually. Okay. And two additional tools you're going to need are a ruler and a pencil. Okay. The first thing I want to do is find the direct middle of the sheet. This actually measures 4 inches by 5.25. So 5.25 by 4. Like everything else, it's just going to fit just like that. So I'm going to move this out of the way. DSP paper like this, and this measures 4 inches. And I want to find the 2 inch. I'm going to put a dot there. Then I'm going to flip it sideways at 4.25. No, I kind of want to find 2.25, I guess. Kind of see about there's. Now I'm eyeballing. So I'm going to put a dot there. Okay. Now I'm going to take my paper snips, and all I'm going to do is cut a straight line. And if you're particular, you can also do this with your trimmer. But I found paper snips easiest. I'm just going to cut it right up to the dot. Okay. Now we're going to flip it around, and all you're going to do is simply fold it over. And I'm a little particular, so I'm going to take a little bit of time on this because I want this as straight as I can possibly get. I'm going to grab my bone folder, put that down. Okay. And then I find it easier if I kind of do it this way. That way I know. Don't be afraid to work with your paper. What one way may work easiest for me might be difficult for you. Okay, I see a tiny mark. So, and the reason I did it on the back side is so you can have all your dots and stuff, but you can, when we put it down the paper, you're not going to see it. So there we go. That's all there is to it. All there is to it. So I'm going to unfold those and take my snail, and I'm going to go ahead and get those affixed down. Okay, like this. Very, very easy. Very, very easy. Now, before I attach that to the card base, I'm going to take snail again, and I'm just going to run a strip of adhesive like that. I'm going to take the end of my ribbon and go ahead and put it on top of the snail. like this. And I'm going to come out, oh, maybe 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, because what I'm going to do is wrap it around behind your DSP paper. So just put, this is going to be adhered down anyway, so put a strip of snail or adhesive and do like that. Okay, see how it's wrapped around? Now my bow, I made a bow. I went ahead and pre-made a bow for you. It's going to fit on top like that. I'm going to set this aside because I want to go ahead. Wait a minute. No, I'm not. Okay. I'm kind of gauging where I want my stamp. So let's go ahead and affix this down or adhere it. I got to thinking what would be really pretty under this is a piece of old olive cardstock to make a border. Then put this on top, and then you can layer it. You can do almost anything you want with this. You don't have to use a bow. You can use, like, put the sediment right in the middle. There's lots of alternatives to this. Okay, I'm going to be stamping in old olive ink. Okay, I kind of want it in, maybe up a little bit, like that. Oh. And then I'm going to take some rhinestones. Put the rhinestone underneath. I have a little bit dot there, but that's okay. Then I'm going to grab my glue dots and my bow and go ahead attach my bow. And I'm going to use a couple glue dots. Now, if you're actually giving this to someone, I suggest using maybe Tombow to adhere bows like this. I'm going to put that down. So there we go. That is today's quick card. That is really, really pretty. So great for a wedding card. And like I said, you can replace the bow with a saying. If you have a label punch, there's many, many alternatives to this. So enjoy and have a great week. Bye.